Good evening, everyone. My name is Astro-Ascension. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. So tonight we're gonna be doing some readings for all the signs of the zodiac, from Aries to Pisces for this week. So we are gonna be doing live readings for that. If you guys want a live reading, live personal reading, please send a donation of $5 or more on Cashapp for that. So we're gonna be doing some doing some donation based readings after all 12 of the zodiac signs are done. So you could send it on you can send the donations via Cash App or Venmo. There. So my Cash App is Astro-Ascension 5. There. So I would just before we get started, I just want to shout out everybody in the chat. Welcome Cat Goddess. Welcome Snappy. How are you guys doing tonight? Blessed be. And hail the universe, hail Nyx, hail Selene, hail Artemis, hail Hecate, hail Persephone, hail Apollo, hail Helios. They are the ones that drive this channel. So, and drive the universe. So, So we got a lot of things going on in astrologically for this week. I'm just gonna pull up the chart. Yeah, heck, I'll pull it up on my phone. Yeah, here's what's going on here is that we have a buttload of planets in Aries right now. So it feels like Aries has taken over at this time. We have a stellium. So that's what's going on here. And also Mercury is in Pisces right now, so that's gonna create like intuitive communication at this time. So that's what's going on here. So yeah, other than the stellium in Aries is what's going on here. So all right, so we're gonna get started here. So first sign we're gonna get started on is Aries. So Aries, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What is Aries energy for this week? What is the energy for Aries 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 this week? And we already have our card come up. All right, Aries. We have your message. So you have the Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords reversed, and the Fool. So what's going on with you, Aries? Is that I feel like this is you having I feel like this is you having a moment of like moving on, moving on from deception, moving on from people lying to you here, with the seven of swords reverse here. So I feel like, Aries, you're tired of getting screwed over. You're tired of the lies. You're trying to walk away from that, with the Eight of Cups here. So you're trying to walk away from deception. You're trying to walk away from being screwed over, being lied to here, with the Seven of Swords, with the Eight of Cups going into the Seven of Swords reverse here. So I feel like you're trying to come into your truth, and now we have the Fool here. So what this tells me here is that, this is the energy of having big, is like having new beginnings here, taking initiative, taking a leap of faith here, with the Fool. So I feel like this is you like trying to get a new start, getting away from the lies, getting away from the deception, just getting away from the chaos that's happening, in this, in this week, Aries, for you. Because I feel like for you, you're going the, I feel like you want to get away from the deception, because Seven of Swords reversed here is like somebody robbing from you. So you have you're trying to get away from deception here. So I see that for you, Aries. Now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. We are doing all signs for tonight, Joey. But if you want a personal reading, you can send me a donation via Cashapp. All right. So we have Neptune and Capricorn in the 7th house here. So there's that illusion from other people that you have like this good foundational connection with people. So it does show that there's like a little mirage to this, to whatever's happening, in your relationships here. So I feel like you're trying to get away from the deception that's happening here, like this illusion that you're having this structure into your life here, Aries. So hope that resonates for you, Aries. And now we go on to Taurus. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What is the energy? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? What does Taurus need to know for this week? Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Taurus need to know for this week? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Prince of Cups reversed. So right off the bat, the theme here is that we need to, because yeah, this is the signifier here, the Hierophant, Taurus, for you. Lucky that this came out for you. So what I see from this energy here is that this is a time for you to work. I feel like you're gonna be focusing on the process in your life, with the Seven of Pentacles, and also the ethics of that work here. So I feel like you're trying to work with the system, trying to focus on the process here, because the Hierophant indicates systems. It indicates the laws that are at this point in your life, Taurus. You're starting to get more security in your life here. I feel like in that new part of yourself here, is that you're trying to get more security into your life, and more emotion, like opening up emotionally here. That's what I'm seeing with the Pluto and Cancer here, is you trying to open up emotionally, getting, like, having security in your life again, with Pluto in Cancer in the first house here, which tracks with the Prince of Cups reverse here. So hope this resonates for you, Taurus. And now we're on to Gemini. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? What does Gemini need to know for this week? All right. See what's going on with you, Gemini. we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor, and the Ace of Swords. So Gemini, what I'm getting at here is that you're trying to do things for yourself, business ventures. I feel like you have some ideas that you want to do, what you want to work on for yourself here. I feel like you're struggling to really I feel like you're struggling to get that message out towards other people, towards people that you want to collaborate with. But I feel like for you, Taurus, it's time for, for Gemini, it's about self proprietorship for you, doing your own thing business wise, like working with yourself, being your own boss here, with the Three of Pentacles reversed here. So this does indicate that this is like be your own boss energy, self proprietorship, sole proprietorship. So you have that power here. You have that power here, Gemini. So create things yourself. Work on things for yourself. It's a time to do things independently here, because you have that idea how here with the Ace of Swords here. So you have inspiration. You have that you have ideas on what you have an idea of what you want to do here. So you're going to act on that. But also work on networking here, because it is important to do some networking here, because I feel like if you guys want to do things on a sole proprietorship level, like I feel like for you, it's just about working independently, working with that idea that comes out, for you. So that's what I see here. So work with what idea that you have, with whatever with whatever innovation that comes in for you. So I see you working on like a project that's just by yourself here. That you're gonna be on your own here. So now I'm gonna do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have the Sun and Gemini in the 7th house here. So in your relationships with others, is that your focus is to have like the intellectual connections with other people, and in relationships here, you're focused on the intellect. You're focused on the communication, the logic of relationships. So this is somebody that's going to be in their head about relationships, and being in thoughts here, with the Sun and Gemini in the 7th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Gemini. And on to Cancer. Nyx, Celine, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Cancer need to know for this week? What is the energy that's surrounding Cancer for this week? What is the energy surrounding Cancer for this week? What is the energy that's surrounding Cancer for this week? What does Cancer need to know for this week? What does Cancer need to know for this week? What does Cancer need to know for this week? What does Cancer need to know for this week? All right, Cancer. We have the Tower reversed, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So Cancer, what's going on with you here? So we have a bit of a rebuilding period for you, Cancer, here, with the Tower reversed here. So this is all about rebuilding from structures that have not worked out in previous times, in the past here, with the Tower reversed here, now going into the Seven of Wands. So this is a time for you to take a stand, and to be resilient here in doing this rebuilding here. So what the cosmos is communicating to me is that with the Tower reverse going into the Seven of Wands, is that you need to have a little bit of strength to you have the strength to do the rebuilding here. So now we go into the Ace of Cups here. So this shows me that it's going to be, so after all this is done, Cancer, you're going to have new emotions come in. I feel like you're gonna start to gain happiness and security here, with the Ace of Cups, because we have the Moon in Cancer here. So this brings secure emotions, new emotions come in, with the Ace of Cups. So while you're having that rebuilding and being resilient here. So having that strength here. So hope this resonates for you, Cancer. And on to Leo. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What is the message for Leo this week? What is the message for Leo this week? What does Leo need to know from you guys? All right, Leo, we have the sun reversed, the world, and the Princess of Wands reversed. Okay, Leo. I feel like for you, I feel like some sort of hope has like died, has like just like has gone away here. With the sun reversed. Um, and then we have the world. Then we have the world here. So I feel like for you, Leo, you may be taking things a little too seriously here. I feel like this week is a time for you to learn things here. Um, and Leo, you may be blocking off happiness here. You may be blocking off um, where you're truly going here. Um, with the sun reversed here. Um, so now with the world here, I feel like Leo, trying to you're trying to focus on where the next where you're going towards completion here, with the world. So this is like going towards the cosmos, going towards going towards the universe here. So I feel like your focus is a little hazy on that. And then we have the Princess of Wands reverse here, where I feel like Leo, your inspiration's kind of not there, not really there here. With the Princess of Wands here, with the Princess of Wands reverse here. So it's like that inspiration has died off, and um, it's hard for you to find hope here, Leo. Even though you're focusing on where you're going, moving forward here, towards completion here, with the world here. So, um, towards your highest point. Um, I feel like you need to focus on getting more inspiration into your life, Leo, with that Princess of Wands reverse here. So let me do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Pluto in Gemini in the seventh house here. So I feel like for you, Leo, you need to really rekindle. You need to rekindle your intellectual connections here. Like try to talk to more people. Um, get yourself out there. Get your ideas out there towards other people, towards business partners. Um, here, with Pluto and Gemini in the seventh house. So that's how you get that inspiration here, with that. So hope this resonates for you, Leo. And on to Virgo. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Virgo need to know for this week? What is the message for Virgo? If anybody wants a reading after the after all the signs are completed, send a donation to Astro-Ascension 5 on Cashapp. All right, Virgo. We have the Four of Cups reversed, the Prince of Pentacles reversed, and the Princess of Swords reversed here. So I feel like here, Virgo, is that Virgo, you're trying to be more open, open emotionally here, with the Four of Cups reverse here. I feel like also you're going to have some unstable emotions here, with that. So this leads to the Prince of Pentacles reversed here, where I feel like for you, Virgo, um, you're struggling to go through the process of life, trying to work. So Prince of Pentacles is work. So when this is reversed, I feel like somebody's like frustrated, with how with their work, um, what they're doing with work and their career here. So I feel like somebody's like struggling with the process here, for you, Virgo, with that. So now, um, so although being open emotionally, I feel like maybe you're like think you're like being more open to doing more, taking on more work opportunities here. But we have the Princess of Swords reversed here, so this tells me that the communication is blocked off, or you're not thinking about it at this moment. So so I feel like for you, Virgo, take a time to step back and reflect on what you want to do here, because we do have this frustration of the of the process of doing what you do for work here. Um, so we have all reversals. So this indicates like major blockages going on here, with that. So hope this resonates for you, Virgo. I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Jupiter in Scorpio in the 12th house here. So in the subconscious here is that there's deeper, there's a whole lot of like intensity going on here. There's a whole lot of like truth that you're trying to get to. Like, I feel like this is where I say to take a step back and reflect. With that Princess of Swords reversed here. Um, so what's being reflected is that Jupiter in Scorpio is like this really intense, like a lot of secrecy going on here. A lot of stuff you don't know that's happening here that can lead to the truth. So there's a lot of intensity there, Virgo. So hope this resonates for you, Virgo. And on to Libra. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, and Helios. What does Libra need to know for this week? What is the message for Libra for this week? What is the message for Libra for this week? All right, Libra. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles here. So Libra, it's all about moving forward for you. So we have forward movement, focusing on the cycles here, with the Wheel of Fortune here, and then we go into the Three of Wands reverse here. So so I feel like you're struggling to move forward into the future here with the Three of Wands reverse here, trying to take that journey here, and it's a process here with that. So it's systematic. It's so I see for you, Libra, that the journey for you forward is going to require a lot of patience, because it's gonna take time. It's gonna go through the cycles, and also it's gonna be forward movement here. So I see for you, Libra, is a lot of forward movement involved with that. So going forward on that journey, with that. So that's what I'm seeing. So it's going to be a process. Don't be frustrated with the process, and just go forward with it. I feel like it's a little bit of hesitation trying to move forward on this journey with that. So maybe you're struggling with confidence on that. So there's that. Now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Oh. So that is Mercury. Mercury and Virgo in the 11th house here. So I feel like you're trying to get more of a more intellect into your community, how you communicate with people in this week, Libra, with the Mercury and Virgo in the 11th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Libra. And I am going to take a 5-minute break. So enjoy the music. All right, I am back. I'm going to for a brief moment look at the chat here. So, all right. So again, I will mention if anybody wants a reading from me at the end of the 12 signs, please send a donation, $5 in Cashapp. So if anybody wants a reading there, you can send a Cashapp. You can send a donation through Cashapp. My Cashapp is Astro-Ascension 5. So now we're gonna do Scorpio. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Scorpio need to know for this week? What does Scorpio need to know for this week? What does Scorpio need to know for this week? What does Scorpio need to know for this week? All right, Scorpio, we have the King of Cups, Ace of Swords reversed. Actually, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, King of Cups, and the Moon here. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, you're having a hard time finding a little bit of innovation in your life here, a little communication here, with the Ace of Swords reverse here. So trying to find your own truth here. So Scorpio, you want to go towards your truth here, but I feel like for you, with the King of Cups, you're trying to approach it towards a more emotionally mature, emotionally controlled, towards an emotionally controlled way. So I feel like for you, you're searching for your own truth, but feels like for you it's not really there here. So so you are searching for the truth here. So, and also doing the shadow work here with the Moon. So you're just going with the flow here, and you're diving into the truth here, but you're doing it in a more mature way here, with the King of Cups here. So this is you searching for the truth here. So I'm gonna do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Mars in Capricorn in the third house here. So this is all about getting this is all about starting your own. This is all about starting your own foundation here. Bringing your bringing your structure in to your ideas. Like, you know how like you're trying to find your own truth, trying to have structure into your thoughts here. So this is somebody that's truth seeking, that's also trying to get a structure into how into finding this truth here. So this is like learning here with the Mars in Capricorn in the third house here. So hope this resonates for you, Scorpio. And on to Sagittarius. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Sagittarius need to know for this week? What does Sagittarius need to know for this week? What does Sagittarius need to know for this week? What does Sagittarius need to know for this week? What does Sagittarius need to know for this week? All right, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Swords reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Tower. Capricorn, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know for this week? What does Capricorn need to know for this week? What does Capricorn need to know for this week? And that just jumped out. What does Capricorn need to know for this week? All right, Capricorn, we have the Four of Wands reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Three of Pentacles reversed here. So Capricorn, you're having a shaky experience in life here, and I feel like it's in regards to your career here. So I feel like you're not in control of the entire situation. I feel like you may not be getting along with your coworkers, and I feel like for you maybe it's a time for you to work by yourself here. And I feel like for you, Capricorn, it's at that point here. But with the Four of Pentacles reverse here, with the Four of Wands reverse here, is that I see that stability is not. I see that stability is not there. So it's shaky for you at this time. With the Three of Wands reverse here. So this goes into the King of Pentacles reverse here, where I feel like you're not really in control of the entire situation at hand here. Trying to get control of the structure in your life here. Trying to bring structure into your life here, but you're struggling here. So I feel like for you, it's like this structure is eroding away, with the King of Pentacles reverse here. So you don't have. I feel like you don't have much control over your life here. More like you're under control of somebody else. What I'm seeing here. So now we get into the Three of Pentacles reverse here. So this is somebody that's struggling to work with somebody, to collaborate, to to form business here. So I feel like we're looking towards independence for you, Capricorn. So you could have that stability. So you could have that control here. So I feel like you're not working well with others, or somebody's not working well with you. So it feels like you're under control in this situation here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Venus in Taurus in the 12th house here. So I do see that you're longing for that. You're longing for that security. You're longing for that stability here, and that's what's happening deep down here, is that longing for stability, that longing for that security. You value that here, with Venus and Taurus here. So I see you trying to bring more stability into this life here, with Venus and Taurus in the 12th house here. So that's what you don't know about. So hope this resonates for you, Capricorn. And on to Aquarius. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Persephone, Apollo, and Helios. What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? Too many cards came out. What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? What does Aquarius need to know for this week? All right, Aquarius. We have the Prince of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and Strength here. All right, Aquarius. We have the King and Prince of Pentacles reversed. So the suit of suit of Pentacles all in reverse. So this indicates to me that there's instability. There's a lack of grounding. There's a lack of grounding. There's a lack of resources at this point. So we have the Prince of Pentacles reversed here. So somebody is struggling with the process, going through the process, going through the work, and going through the service in their lives here. So I feel like you're frustrated with the process, and this leads to the King of Pentacles reverse, where you don't have any discipline in your life here, with the King of Pentacles reverse here. So this is you losing control, Aquarius, with the King of Pentacles reversed. Now last, we have Strength here. So it's important to get control. It's important to get control of your life. To have that strength to do so, to have that will to do so. Channel that fire here. Channel that Hestia energy for yourself, Aquarius, and bringing that fire back into your life, so you can have that discipline. You can go through that process of life, and working, and just focusing on the process here. So hope this resonates for you, Aquarius. I'm going to go on to the astrology dice here. Alright, so we have Jupiter in Virgo in the 7th house here. So I feel like for you, Aquarius, is that your relationships are working to your ideals, to your perfections. So you're really working on your connections with people, your relationships here, with Jupiter in Virgo in the 7th house here. So that's working out for you. So hope this resonates for you, Aquarius. And lastly, on to Pisces. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Persephone, Hecate, Apollo, and Helios. What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? What does Pisces need to know for this week? Alright, Pisces, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, Prince of Pentacles reversed, and the Empress reversed. That Prince of Pentacles reversed has been stalking us. So we have the Five of Pentacles reversed here. So this is somebody that's recovering from loss of resources, loss of energy, loss of time here. With the Five of Pentacles reversed here. So I do see that this is somebody that's moving on from loss, from poverty, that's going through a regaining period here. Possibly a change of places here. With the Five of Pentacles reversed here. So now this leads to the Prince of Pentacles reversed here. Is that I feel like during this time, you're kind of frustrated with working with this energy, with working with the regain, with the moving towards a new place here, with the Five of Pentacles reversed here. So don't be frustrated with that process here. Now we go on to the Empress reversed here. So yeah, this is somebody that's struggling with abundance, maybe self-love issues. So you need to bring self-love into your life here. Channel that Aphrodite energy, that Venusian energy of bringing love into your life, bringing that abundance. Right now it's blocked. Although you're going through this regaining period here, with that Five of Pentacles reversed here. So we're focusing on getting back that energy. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Alright, so we have Pluto in Sagittarius in the 4th house here. So this is somebody that's moving on to a new home, moving on to a new place here. So I do see that there is that moving towards a new place. So Pluto in Sagittarius is this rebirth in moving forward, and traveling forward, with the and having optimism here. So I feel like this is like a new place coming in for you, Pisces, with the Pluto in Sagittarius in the 4th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Pisces. And that concludes the all signs. So I'm going to check for, so I am going to call for a last call for donations. If anybody has not done so. And you can get a reading. So this is the last call to send a donation through Cashapp to get a reading. You can Cash App me through Astro-Ascension 5.